Hey, I'm Will Ripley. What we're going to be talking about today is some guitar lessons for beginners, but we're going to do electric guitar. So all the kind of like the cool electric guitar stuff, this can be perfect for you as a beginner on YouTube searching for guitar lessons. And make sure you stick around after the lesson because I'm going to give you an opportunity to get all kinds of free lessons in my membership only area. And also me and my team are doing these really cool revolutionary guitar lessons. So let's spin this around and get us some electric guitar songs for beginners. Let's do it. All right, so the first thing that we got to make sure is that we're in tune. Okay, so over on the App Store, if you have an iPad or iPhone, you can get the Will Ripley tuner. Just search my name in the App Store and you can get all tuned up. All right, so let's talk about some beginner electric guitar songs. Now, we want to find some fun songs that will challenge us and they'll sound cool and will, encourage us to practice and all that good stuff. So definitely like with the electric guitar, I think that there's some really classic songs that pretty much everybody likes. Things like AC/DC, there's some great Rage Against the Machine songs, and all kinds of bands like that have attainable songs for beginners. So when I teach, it's really important that you progress yourself, okay? So what I mean by that is you'd start with something really easy and guitar techniques that are totally attainable and very simple. And then what you do is you move it up from there and you would play more complex things. And then you step it up from there and then you're playing, even more complex things. So an example of that you'd want to start with some bass lines. Okay, and so like a really great song to start out with would be something like Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Okay, and so I'll pull up the tab here. If you don't know how to read tab yet, I'll make sure to link you to a video at the end of this video so that you can learn how to read that. But yeah, so what it looks like is something like this. Okay, and we've all heard that somewhere, right? And then what we might do is step it up from there. So these are all single notes, right? One note at a time. And so what we might do then is combine more than one note. So we might play power chords. Or something like that. And then what we might do from there is start playing chords. Or whatever. And so now in terms of beginner guitar songs, you just want to make sure that you're starting somewhere that's at your level, because if you started, if that was your first guitar lesson to learn how to put all, 4 fingers down and do this crazy big switch and all that kind of stuff and or whatever, like you're just going to get frustrated, you're going to think you suck, and it's just not going to be any fun, right? So definitely let's check into some bass lines, okay? So let's just start you there. Let's check into that one that we were just going over by the White Stripes, Seven Nation Army. Okay, so it's really important you start with your third finger. And so the reason for that is so that you don't move your hands around a bunch, okay? So what we can do is we go like this. And that's actually the hardest part of the riff, by the way. It's just this first part and switching between those nice and fast. But if you gear up your third finger and your first finger, it will happen nice and fast. So that's 5th fret and 3rd fret. You can see it on the tab there. So, right? And I'm just doing all downstrokes. I got my hand planted. That's actually a really important thing that I go into more depth in other videos. I'll make sure to link that one to you too. But get that hand down. That's going to really help. And I'm just doing all downstrokes. And I'd suggest playing with a pick if you're not already. So that might be a great kind of like first beginner guitar song. Now, the next one I want to get into is Iron Man, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to use 2 fingers at the same time. So actually, let's just hop up here to 10th fret real quick. And we're going to play a power chord, okay? So this is probably the most common guitar song like for electric. Technique is this thing called a power chord. So it's just these 2 notes. You can play a full power chord with your pinky finger behind there too, but But yeah, it's always your first and third finger. Also, I often play them like this too with my pinky. But then that kind of X-nays the idea of playing all three notes, which just sounds a little bit bigger and more powerful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these two notes, 2 frets up, 1 string over. So that is a power chord, okay? And now you can really master power chords by using them in this song, Iron Man. Okay, so every time we move these fingers around, they still maintain that same formula and that same difference. So we've got 2nd fret up to 5th fret, right? And so it's this finger just glides along and follows that same relationship. Right, so the first part is this. So we got 2nd fret, 5th fret, again, and then up to 7th fret, you hit that one twice. So you'll be able to hear it, you just want to make sure that you get the rhythm, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're just going to, like the way they play it is they slide this power chord around, which is pretty advanced. So what I would do is I just grab my first finger, so that's 10th fret, okay? I'm just sliding it back and forth from 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9. And then I'm gonna bust this back down to 5th. You can see how I didn't do too much with my first finger. And we're back to 5, 5, 7, 7, okay? And so that would be a great song to master in terms of just mastering your power chords. And it is difficult, so definitely stick with, bass lines. Some other good songs would be Seven Nation Army. You could play Smoke on the Water. And so, bass lines would be really, really helpful for you to get on your way. And then, so these are like single note riffs, which Rage Against the Machine is really great for too. So a song like Bomb Track might be a really good one. So that one sounds like this. And then again, excuse that jet flying over my feet. And then we get up to our power chord up here, right? There's that relationship again, 2 strings up, 1 string over, and you just sink this guy down one at a time. Nice and mean sounding, good electric guitar kind of stuff. So right, so that utilizes some nice kind of funky thick rhythms that would be really good for your guitar playing, and it's got that power chord in there, so that'd be a great one. Also stuff like AC/DC, TNT comes to mind, so that's using this power chord. And you can find tabs for these songs everywhere on the internet. You just Google them, and hopefully you'll find an accurate one. That's kind of the tricky thing, is you can always buy books too, by the way. That way you'll guarantee an accurate tab. So TNT, I'll just show you this part, the TNT, right? So we'll go over that part. So that's just 1 string at a time, like 1 finger at a time. Right, and so I'm hitting both strings on this guy. Right, and then you grab your 3rd fret with your 2nd finger. Right, and then you just hit that guy a bunch. So we got. I'll go into palm muting another time, but that's that sound, and I'm just bringing my hand forward a little bit on the guitar. So, hope you picked up at least a thing or two for your guitar playing in this lesson. Now, I know you're a guitarist and you're looking online for lessons, so subscribe to this YouTube channel at the very least, and let me know what you think. I'd love to get some likes and some comments and some shares on this video. So, moving forward, 3 things, and it's super clear. Just head over there, you'll find out how you can get access to all 3 things. Firstly, is a one-on-one lesson. This is what me and my team are doing. It works so amazing. It's the future of guitar lessons. So you get a free one-on-one lesson, okay? Then I have a 13-part video course, which are all the cures to the common mistakes that guitarists make when they're learning right here online, okay? And then thirdly, I have a membership-only area with full-length videos, okay? And these are full-fledged, awesome guitar lessons that are really in-depth and just go into some nitty-gritty stuff that I can't really get into here on YouTube. So you get access to all this stuff that is super clear on how you can get all that stuff. And until then, until the next lesson, keep on ripping it up.